The night fell heavy on my restless soul. A shadow cast where your warmth once shone. Every whisper of the wind mocks my lonely sighs, and every star feels dim beneath my tearful eyes. I remember the day your laughter met mine, a melody sweeter than any divine. Yet now those echoes twist into piercing knives, and in their silence my wounded heart strives. You have made my heart cry, tears carving rivers where my joy used to lie. I reach for the sun, but the clouds remain, every drop of love transformed to pain. I wander streets that knew our feet together, the echoes of our promises light as a feather. Yet each step is heavy with the weight of despair, for your absence lingers like frost in the air. I spoke your name to the moon in vain, hoping it would carry my anguish like rain. But the heavens are silent and the stars refuse to glance at a heart betrayed by love's fleeting chance. I saw your smile in a passing crowd, a cruel vision, too soft, too loud. It tore my chest with unseen hands, unraveling dreams like castles of sand. The mornings mock me with empty light, your memory burning through the night. I cradle the ghost of your fleeting touch, and ache for a love I cannot clutch. You promised me forever in trembling tones, yet left me shattered in silent moans. Every I love you now a bitter jest, and every heartbeat a failing test. I walk through our garden now overgrown, where roses wilted and thorns have grown. Each petal falling whispers your betrayal, a mournful symphony in a desolate vale. The scent of you lingers in my clothes, a haunting perfume that only grows. I burn letters I cannot read, yet their ashes cradle my silent plead. You have made my heart cry as seasons shift and the years drift by. Time cannot heal what your absence tore, nor soothe the wounds that ache evermore. I find your shadow in every passerby, a phantom laughing as I question why. Why did love, once tender and true, turn into a storm, fierce and cruel? I trace the map of your hands on mine, now only outlines of a love divine. Each touch that promised warmth and light now chills me deeply in the dead of night. My soul screams in empty halls, where laughter once danced on gilded walls, and your absence rings louder than any sound, in the hollow chamber where my heart is bound. You have made my heart cry, and I cannot bury the tears however I try. The sky weeps with me in secret rain, as I cradle memories laced with pain. The dawn breaks with a cruel indifference, its golden fingers prying into my reverie. I wish to hide beneath blankets of yesterday, where your laughter was the sun and my skies were clear. But mornings are empty, hollow shells of time, and your absence echoes in every chime. I hear your voice in the whispers of leaves, and feel your touch in the shiver of eaves. I walked by the river where we once spoke, the water reflecting dreams that broke. I tossed stones into the currents of regret, hoping they would carry the pain I cannot forget. You have made my heart cry, and every teardrop mirrors the gray sky. My hands tremble reaching for your ghost, the one I love the most. I wander through streets shrouded in mist, seeking solace in shadows I cannot resist. Every lamppost, every silent street becomes a witness to a heart incomplete. I write your name in the condensation of glass, hoping the world might see the sorrow that will not pass. But the letters vanish, like your promises did, leaving emptiness where hope once hid. The nights are crueler than the days, time stretching endlessly in your silent ways. I count the stars, each one a sigh, a testament to a love that cannot lie. I remember the warmth of your hands in mine. The world felt infinite, the stars aligned. Yet you left me in the cold and rain, and taught my heart an ache I cannot explain. You have made my heart cry, with every whispered forever turned lie. The winds carry your laughter afar, while I cradle the remnants of a scar. I sit by the fire, yet feel no heat. Memories of you, both bitter and sweet. The flames dance like your eyes once did, and I reach but find only shadows amid. I see your silhouette in passing crowds, a phantom of love that speaks in shrouds. Your absence weighs heavier than stone, a loneliness I bear alone. I hear our songs in distant rain, each note a dagger, each chorus pain. I dream of a time when hearts were ours, but wake in silence beneath fading stars. The flowers we planted have withered and died, their petals fallen like the tears I've cried. Even nature mourns your departure, I see, a reflection of what you took from me. You have made my heart cry, and no sleep can soothe, no lullaby. The moon bears witness to my endless grief. As I cling to memories like a fragile leaf, I write letters I cannot send, ink flowing like rivers without end. Each word bleeds the sorrow I feel, a wound too raw, too deep to heal. I recall the promises under twilight skies, the tender glances, the whispered whys, and now each memory cuts like a knife, transforming our love into a storm of strife. I walk alone where our shadows once met, the echoes of laughter now a mournful duet. I wish to forget, yet cannot escape the chains of love that have left me in shape. You have made my heart cry, and still I linger where your echoes lie. The world moves on, indifferent and fast, but my heart clings to a broken past. The nights grow longer than the days. Time drags its feet in cruel, silent ways. I hear the tick of the clock, slow and sure, marking moments where love could not endure. I lie awake in a room once shared, walls still warm with the echoes we bared. The pillow smells faintly of your hair, and I clutch it close, gasping for air. You have made my heart cry, each beat a question, each breath a lie. The emptiness spreads like ink on paper, a silent testament to a love-grown vapor. I walk through our city, once bright with your smile. Each corner, each street feels like a trial. The cafe where we sipped warm coffee slow now stands as a monument to sorrow I know. I hear laughter around, yet it is not ours. It burns me deeper than the fiercest stars. I thought love was a shield, unbreakable, true, yet it shattered in your absence, leaving me askew. I dream of your face in midnight visions, your lips whispering forgotten decisions. I reach for the warmth that no longer exists, and wake with my heart clutched by the abyss. You have made my heart cry, and I have no tears left to dry. Even the river, flowing fast and free, cannot carry away the weight of thee. I remember the nights we lay under the sky, counting constellations with a lover's eye. The universe felt small, our love so vast, now only shadows linger from a haunted past. The rain falls gentle, yet its touch is sharp, as if the heavens weep in tune with my heart. I trace your name in droplets on the glass, but the letters blur and the moments pass. I see couples walking hand in hand, and envy their warmth, their love unplanned. I ache for a touch, a smile, a sign, but the world moves on, leaving me behind. You have made my heart cry, even when the dawn tries to deny. The sunlight pierces, but does not warm, for my heart is trapped in an endless storm. I replay your words in loops of despair, each phrase now heavy, each sentence unfair. Promises of forever, now hollow and torn, a garden of love where weeds have grown. I wander through nights that never end, seeking solace, seeking to mend. But all paths lead back to memories of you, a haunting refrain I cannot undo. I clutch your photograph, worn and faded, your smile mocking me love once traded. I kiss the paper, yet feel the cold, a reminder that hearts cannot always hold. You have made my heart cry, and in every tear, a silent sigh. I scream to the heavens, but they do not hear, the agony of loving someone so near yet so clear. I dream of words that could bring you back, but they dissolve into the night, a hopeless track. I write your name in the margins of my mind, hoping for solace that I cannot find. The wind whispers through the trees outside, and I imagine your voice soft and wide. It tortures me with echoes of what once was, a cruel reminder of love's fatal cause. You have made my heart cry, yet still I linger, unable to die. The soul remembers, the heart aches, a prisoner to love bound by mistakes. The evenings descend like unwelcome guests, heavy with memories that refuse to rest. I sit by the window watching life go by, but inside I crumble with a silent cry. Your absence walks beside me like a shadow long. Every heartbeat feels misplaced, wrong. The silence you left behind is too deep, a grave where my shattered hopes now sleep. You have made my heart cry, and even the moon asks why. It circles the sky in quiet mourn, for a love abandoned, a heart left torn. I wander into rooms we once adorned, every corner still with your essence warmed. But warmth has turned to frost and stone, and I am left to face the cold alone. I touch the clothes you left behind, each fabric soaked with a distant kind of remembrance that grips and burns, a longing that twists, bends, and returns. The perfume you wore rests in the air. I inhale it softly, yet it brings despair. For scents can linger, but people cannot, and love once fierce is now forget-me-not. You have made my heart cry, and the echoes rise high, through chambers hollowed by sorrow's claws, through nights that break all natural laws. I walk beneath stars dull with dread, and feel the weight of words unsaid. the conversations that never came, the apologies lost, the unspoken blame. I hear your laughter in distant dreams, a ghostly echo from broken seams. I follow it far but wake undone, chasing shadows instead of the sun. The sea calls out with roaring might, waves crashing with eternal fight. I stand on the shore with trembling breath, feeling each rise and fall like life and death. You have made my heart cry, and beneath the ocean's sigh, I feel a kinship to its endless ache, a sorrow deep no tide can break. I sit beside candles flickering weak, their trembling light mirroring the meek. Pulse of hope still trapped inside, refusing to fade though love has died. I whisper your name into smoky air, watching it dissolve without care. Like everything you ever left for me, gone in moments unwilling to be. The mountains stand tall, indifferent, and cold, their peaks like truths harsh to behold. And I, a wanderer in valleys below, bear the burden only broken hearts know. You have made my heart cry, and though I try and try, I cannot lift the boulders of grief, nor find in the world a moment of relief. I remember your promises so soft, so sure, vows of a love meant to last and endure. Now they lie scattered like shards of glass, cutting me each time memories pass. The birds sing songs of morning delight, but their melodies only deepen my night. For music without you is hollow and thin, an echo of love that might have been. I write poetry in the margins of despair, every line bleeding with the weight I bear. Ink becomes tears, paper becomes skin, and each word is a bruise from deep within. You have made my heart cry, and even as days fly, the ache persists like an unending call, a wound too deep for time to heal at all. I walk where lovers meet beneath golden light, their hands interlocked, their futures bright. I smile for them, but inside I break, for their joy reminds me of what you forsake. I search for answers in moonlit sands, tracing questions with trembling hands. But the wind erases them one by one, as if the world conspires to come undone. You have made my heart cry, yet still I cannot deny, your memory lives like a pulse in me, a haunting rhythm I cannot free. The morning light creeps across my room, soft, golden, unaware of my gloom. It paints the walls in gentle hues, but nothing soft can wash away the bruise. I rise from sleep with a heavy chest, a heart that cannot find its rest. Dreams of you cling like spider threads, delicate, painful, tangled in my head. You have made my heart cry, and no sunrise can nullify the ache that breathes beneath my skin, a sorrow without start or end. I walk through gardens wilted and gray, flowers mourn the love that slipped away. Petals fall like the tears I hide, and the air sighs with the pain inside. I touch the branches of dying trees, their brittle whispers carried by the breeze. They remind me of us once rich with bloom, now stripped and lifeless, resigned to doom. The echo of your footsteps rings in my mind, a sound I chase but never find. The hallway remembers the warmth you bore, but now its silence chills me to the core. You have made my heart cry, and even the earth seems to comply. The wind howls your name through empty fields, breaking me with wounds that refuse to heal. I sit on the steps where we once spoke, sharing secrets, dreams, and gentle jokes. Now only shadows keep me company, reminding me of what used to be. I revisit the places your smile once lit, every memory heavy, every moment split, into fragments sharp enough to pierce the soul, pieces of a love fate failed to hold. The lanterns glow in fading dusk, their trembling flames fragile, husk. They sway like hope in a wounded heart, struggling to shine where shadows start. You have made my heart cry, and even as nights go by, the ache remains, constant and true, a reminder of everything I lost in you. I hear music drifting from distant homes, keys and strings weaving tender tones, and yet the melodies sting my ears, reminders of once shared moments now disappeared. I close my eyes and see your face, soft, tender, lost in another place. Your smile lingers like a falling star, beautiful, brief, and forever far. You have made my heart cry, and though I cannot deny, I'd hold you again if fate would turn, even if it meant letting my heart burn. I walk by the river under the moon's pale gaze, its shimmering surface a silver maze. I whisper confessions into the tide, hoping the water carries them to your side. But rivers flow where they choose to go. Just like people and hearts, I know. They carry dreams toward distant lands, leaving behind empty shores and trembling hands. The sky turns violet, then dark as night. Stars bloom like flowers born of light. Yet even their beauty cannot disguise the loneliness swimming behind my eyes. You have made my heart cry, a truth no wishful thought can deny. Your name lives within my silent breath, a bittersweet lullaby that lingers like death. I kneel where we once carved our names, a sacred ritual now swallowed by flames. Time erased the letters we wrote, just as it carried away every loving note. The sand beneath my fingers feels cold, harsh like the stories never told. I wish I could rewrite our tale, turn storms to calm, turn wounds to hail. But fate is stubborn and love is wild, a stormy sea where hearts run mild. And I, a sailor without a shore, carry your memory forevermore. You have made my heart cry, yet still love refuses to die. It clings like ivy to broken stone, growing where only sorrow has grown.